Have you ever received an offer that when you thought about it, you thought, this can't possibly be true. It's not possible that this could happen. I got a call, this has been a long time ago. I don't think I've shared it here, but I might have. But I got it a long time ago. It was a telemarketer. The way I know it's a long time ago is I don't answer phone calls now if I don't recognize the number. If you're not in my contacts, you got to leave me a message. So anyway, I answered a call, and they said, "Hello, Mr. Clegg, I heard you like to travel. I have an offer for you. This offer is for $399. You get 5 days and 4 nights at a Fort Lauderdale resort. And you get 3 days, a 3-day, 2-night cruise to the Bahamas, and you get 3 days and 2 nights in Disney World." And I'm thinking, well, that sounds pretty good for $399. And then they said, but wait, that's not all. You also get 4 nights and 4 days and 3 nights in Las Vegas, so that piqued my interest. 4 days and 3 nights in Virginia Beach, Virginia. 7 days and 6 nights in Hawaii, and I would be able to take those vacations anytime in the next 18 months, all for $399. And I said, that sounds incredible. That sounds wonderful. Give me the name of your company again. I didn't quite catch it when you first identified yourself, and I'll check it out, and if everything sounds legitimate, I'll call you tomorrow and book my trips. And they said, well, Mr. Clegg, this is a one-day offer only. Only one-day offer. This day is the only day you can take advantage of this offer. What's stopping you from doing that right now? And I said, well, to be honest with you, it just sounds too good to be true. It sounds too good to be true. Now, if any of you got that same offer, you took advantage of it, went on all those trips for $399, don't tell me. I don't think I could handle it. But you know, for some people on this Feast of Christ the King, they look at our Christian faith as something that's too good to be true. They look at the Christian faith and they say, there's no way that the world can be as those Christian people talk about. They talk about this kingdom of God, a kingdom where all of us, where God is a loving parent, a kingdom where all of us are brothers and sisters, a kingdom where your worth is not measured by the amount of money in your checkbook or the position or the job title that you have. A kingdom where the hallmark of your membership into that kingdom is the service that you do to the least ones of the world. That's one's net worth. That's one's worth in this kingdom. And they look at all that and they say, there's just no way that can be true. There's no way that that can happen. Our parish leadership engages in coaching with a couple different organizations. One of them is Ron Huntley, a group that he's founded that coaches churches on evangelization. And we had a coaching session with him, and he tells the story. Ron is, I don't know, about your age, our age, a little bit younger than us. Than me and Marlene. But Ron said that he can remembers distinctly as about a 13 or 14-year-old hearing at his church the congregation singing, "They'll know we are Christians by our love," and thinking to himself, well, that's not true. This group of people doesn't demonstrate their Christian faith by their love. And even if they have that love in their heart, I never hear anyone talking about it. He said, it dawned on him as a young man that what they were saying wasn't ringing true. And I think that's what a lot of people think when they think of the Christian faith. They think that it's too good to be true. They think there's just no way. And we've caught glimpses of the kingdom of God, I think. Maybe on a retreat or something happens and we have that experience. Maybe on a mission trip, we might catch that experience. Maybe in a parish retreat or in an alpha experience, we might catch that a little bit of that glimpse. But for the most part, we don't witness to that all the time by our daily lives, so that if somebody was looking in from the outside, would they see that this Christian community does indeed try to build up the kingdom of God the way God envisioned it. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make, first of all, there are a couple of differences between believing in the kingdom of God the way God envisioned the world and that offer that I got over the phone. The first difference is this. Jesus was a realist. All right? Jesus said in our gospel today that he came to proclaim the truth. I came for truth. And those who know the truth listen to my voice. So Jesus was a realist. He didn't do a kingdom of God that was somewhere out there. He said the kingdom of God is already here among you. All right? You just have to live it out. And that leads to our second point. The second point is this, that the kingdom of God, if I had taken that offer for $399, given them my credit card number and all of that, then they would have begun saying, well, there are problems with that. All right? I would have lost all control. All right? They would have said, well, I'd say I want to take the first vacation on such and such a day. Well, those are blackout dates. Well, what about these dates? Well, those are blackout dates. Well, what if I do it this time? Well, there's a $10,000 processing fee for each of your vacations. I would have lost all control, and my $399. I would have lost all control. But with God and God's kingdom, we have lots of control. We can control each and every day how we choose to live our life. We can choose each and every day whether or not we're going to help build up God's kingdom by the way we live our lives, by the actions in our lives. So we have a lot of control over God's kingdom. And this is my offer to you. I want to make each of you an offer. I want you to do 3 things for me over this next week. Number 1, for the next week, do a random act of kindness every day. It could be for those who live with you. It could be outside of that. But do some random act of kindness each day over the course of the next week. Second thing, pray an extra 5 minutes every day just this next week. Pray an extra 5 minutes each day this week. And then the third day, sometime in the next week, do 30 minutes of service for someone else. Do 30 minutes of service for someone else sometime in this next week. I think that if you do those 3 things, doing a random act of kindness each day, praying a little bit more each day, doing some act of service in the course of this week, then you'll feel better about who you are as a member of the kingdom of God. And here's my offer. If you don't feel better after doing those 3 things, I'll give you my vacation packages.